Remember, recover, return, vril, people, people of the Missouri River Goddess, Riri, our Virgin Mother, Avatar Goddess of Goddess Queen Donna of Atlantis. Hail to you, our Mother Maria. Sig heil to you, Maria. Total, complete, vril healing to you, Mother. And, of course, a real thank you. The dancer of dimensions, the shaman girl who saved the world, the mushroom goddess, wife of Quetzalcoatl, the warrior is never the victim, says Maria Orsic. And where we left off in my initiation, deep into war on Yahweh, was Maria revealing, well, I did not know she was Maria yet, so remember that, and that's the central theme of this talk. So, last talk, I revealed, or it was revealed to me, that it wasn't quite my own will that I was listening to Stephen King. It was my true self working with the Missouri River Goddess, Mo Riri, Ma Riri, our Ms. Yuri, Virgin Mother. And she revealed how awesome and powerful she was to bend the reality of the Matrix to synchronize with my reality. And she said this could only be done because you're in technology, the hologram. And I was very impressed because of the Hawk experience. And if you remember, she told me that Miguel Serrano was her author, and that to prove she was real, she did the I know when your granddaughter's gonna be born, and I could give your daughter a dream and tell you to tell her the very morning that she woke up from the dream of having a baby. I was quite impressed. And just to throw in there, this is no lie. After I told my daughter about the goddess telling me to tell her on a specific, at the exact time she said that it's okay to have a baby, and that she dreamed the night before, I went into my room, our bedroom, and was talking to my wife and telling her and continuing a story that I was writing in my book about seeing the Clash. So I'm telling her that, we got the tickets. We were so young. My mom had to drop us off and we had to be picked up. And there were no cell phones at that time. I'm telling her this, and I'm telling her how excited we were, and that this is how the concert started. This is no lie. And I told her the drummer counted in the song 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the exact beat, my daughter, unknowingly, in the other room, at the microsecond, started the song I was talking about. She in no way could hear what I was saying. And I just had to say, like, wow, you truly are magic. And so I went on the internet. I pressed in Miguel Serrano books for sale. The very first one, as she said, that my eyes seen, I bought. And it was a new edition of Nos, Book of the Resurrection. I opened it up and I read. As with men, it has always seemed to me that books have their own peculiar destinies. They go towards the people who are waiting for them and reach them at the right moment. They are made of living material and continue to cast light through the darkness long after the death of their authors. I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like when I was 7 years old and seen the UFO floating. I can't believe it. And I went on to read. That was the very first thing written in this book, the foreword. Now that was a quote from Miguel Serrano. This is the very beginning of the foreword after the quote in the 55 Club edition. There is none other quite like Miguel Serrano. And the same can be said of his masterpiece, Nos, Book of the Resurrection. Nos is the journey of the pilgrim of great longing. Nos means we. And we literally are given a most unique opportunity to walk with Don Serrano step by step through his own personal initiation. For that is what Nos is. It is the experiences and the adventures of the initiate that has taken form in a book. In other words, it is the book of the initiate. And I said, no fucking way. No fucking way. I've never known anyone who even used the word initiate or initiation. I had only heard this word used by people on another plane of existence, not even in this reality. And I failed to mention every one of these memory visions, they're memories that I am looking at, that my imagination is looking at. Because on the astral plane, you don't have eyes. You're looking with not your intuition, your imagination. Your imagination. And what I failed to mention was that at the beginning of each ritual, I would go through energy fields, see Maria, and she would say, ask me anything you want to know. Every time I would say, who am I? Because you absolutely will not win any mind war with Yahweh if you do not know who you were before you came here, for sure. You're bumming if you die and don't know who you were. Forget about who you are right now. Has no relevance after you die. It's who you were. You will be happy with yourself and ready to go home and leave the matrix when you can say, I am who I was and have added the things I've come to add. If you want to see that literally, your birth chart astrology, the planets are who you were and who you must become again. The houses are the experiences and the imagination of what you wanted to add to the true self through the experience of coming to the Earth hologram simulation. And in a response to who am I, she showed me the girls that were murdered and thrown in the Mississippi River. She showed me how many times. The whole point of the cult leader in the boat was that they wanted to kill me. And some mysterious Odin-type being turned the tables and very nearly killed him. And it was all a elaborate answer to who am I? And so this night I drink the mushrooms, and I'm so excited because I've been reading Nos, the greatest book I've ever read, because he meets a woman and she says, you'll never understand unless you drink this magic potion, magic plants. And he does, and he begins to learn about himself and his true love. So I drink the mushrooms and hail to our great and lovely Earth Mother and her beautiful mushroom. Hail to her. And I fly off, and I am standing face to face with our beautiful Vril mother in her home on Venus, dressed in her white dancing gowns and robe. And I'm standing right in front of her, and our eyes meet, and she says, "Ask me anything you want to know." And I had said so many times, "Who am I?" that I paused. And I realized, and with my mind, I said to her, "You've been putting in my mind the right question. All I know to say is, who am I?" And she said, "How about this? You can ask me who I am. I lived on Earth. I know all about what you're going through." And I truly marveled. I said, "What? You're from Venus? What do you mean you lived on Earth?" I couldn't believe it. I just never I never thought that she was such a magical person. I never thought of her as a regular human. She said, "Joe, you're in the hologram. I lived on the first time Earth in the first history." I said, "You did?" She said, "I sure did. And I was quite famous." I said, "You were? Are you kidding?" She said, "Yeah, I was quite famous. I was born in Austria, but I moved to Germany during World War II. And I am deleted from history. I am known as the woman who invented the UFO." I said, "What the fuck? What?" And she said, "Joe, I'm the woman who came to see you when you were 7 years old." I said, "Oh my God. That was real?" She said, "Oh yeah, just as real as when I came to see you at the concert and hundreds of other people seen me." I said, "Oh my God, that is no way. That's so no way." She said, "Oh yeah." She said, "When you get up from the ritual, I want you to get on your computer, on your little Google, and press in the woman who invented the UFO." She said, "That's all you gotta press in." I said, "Man, that's some of the craziest. I can't. Is this real?" She said, "Oh yeah, this is real. Very real. And once you pass this initiation, you've got a job to do for me. Remember?" She said to me, "You remember I said I'll do something for you, but you have to do something for me." I said, "I'll do anything for you, lady. Anything. Do you know how lost I was when you started teaching me?" She said, "Actually, I do." She said, soon we are going to connect on a level where we can contact each other anytime, telepathically. I said, wow, see, really? Yeah, really. She said, aren't you going to ask me something else? I said, I don't know. And she said, I'm your goddess, right? I said, absolutely. She said, you don't need another teacher, do you? I said, no, absolutely not. If anyone ever came, I said, no, I need no other but you, for real. She said, now ask me, do you have a God? I said, what? You? You have a God. She said, Joe, everyone, all the smaller humans, have someone over them. This is a system of initiation. It's all science also. It's provable. She said, Miguel Serrano is my author. And my God is Adolf Hitler. For everything is a lie. And he is the greatest man because he stepped aside for the greatest Aldebaran God who saved all races and continued life for us on Venus. Hail, Aldebaran Lu. Hail, our Savior.